Last class we have discussed about Longmire adsorption isotherm. Longmire adsorption isotherm is represented by theta is equal to Kp by 1 plus Kp. Now the graph looks like this. On y-axis we have theta, on x-axis we have pressure P. Generally theta varies from 0 to 1. It is 0.5 in between. The graph of theta versus P is like this. It is almost maximum when theta becomes 1. Maximum value for theta is 1. Based on this, we can have three different cases. Case 1. At low pressures, that means when P is very, very small, Kp is almost very, very small. Then Kp, if it is very, very small, then we can neglect it in the denominator. Numerator, we cannot neglect it. Denominator, we can neglect it. Therefore, theta is equal to Kp. So at low pressures, that means initially theta is equal to Kp or theta is proportional to P, where it is a first order reaction with respect to pressure. Theta directly depends on pressure at low pressures. So from the graph, this is that portion where theta is equal to Kp. So it is first order with respect to pressure. First order with respect to pressure. Please take the notes along with me. That is, the fraction of the surface covered is directly proportional to the fraction of the surface covered is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas molecules. Now we can also have another case. Case 2. What is case 2? At high pressures. At high pressures. That means pressure is very, very high. That means Kp is very, very high. So when Kp is very, very high compared to 1. So Kp is a large term compared to 1. So what we can do? We can ignore 1. Therefore, theta is equal to Kp by Kp. It is 1. That means at very high pressures, theta is independent of pressure. At very high pressures, the fraction of surface covered is independent of pressure. It does not depend. So that is why at high pressures, it is almost constant. It is almost constant. The fraction covered theta value is almost 1. Once it reaches 1, then it does not vary with pressure. It is constant. So it is a zero order. It is zero order with respect to P. At very high pressures, the adsorption, Longmire adsorption isotherm is does not depend on pressure. So the fraction of surface covered is zero order with respect to pressure. At low pressures, the fraction of surface covered is directly proportional to pressure, so which is first order with respect to pressure. So at low pressures, theta is directly proportional to pressure, and at high pressures, theta is independent of pressure. So it is in between. That means it is at a moderate pressures where theta is equal to Kp by 1 plus Kp equation holds good. So this Longmire adsorption isotherm theta holds good at moderate pressures. It will not follow this formula at low pressures and at high pressures. Now, from this graph, we can clearly see that the fraction of surface covered theta will increase slowly with increase in pressure. It will increase with increase in pressure, and after reaching a certain pressure, that means once the surface is completely covered with the gas molecules, then with increase in pressure, the theta value will never change. So once the surface is fully covered, whatever the pressure we apply, it does not influence the adsorption process. So that's what I have written here. From the diagram, it is clear that the magnitude of adsorption at a given temperature should first increase in proportion to the increase of pressure and finally reach a limiting value. A limiting value is 1.